Hey Steven, so wanted to just walk through with you the issues that we found, other than the screenshots that I already sent you. So, for instance, this right here, this Halloween one, is obviously it's the one that Brandon built today. So, go ahead and click on it. One of the biggest things is with the report. So, one second, we'll let the products load really quick. So obviously, I felt like this was there before, and now it's just. I mean, it wasn't when we went through it this morning. Like when you brought up to me that you changed, how many items we can have. So basically, yeah. So as you can see, there's no back. Like I can't get back to see those other products. So that's obviously an issue. That's what I have to do in order to get back and see the first page. So there's that. So obviously, again, not really going to be more than 10 a whole lot of the time, but it's obviously nice to have that back arrow just in case something were to come up. Um, Over here, you'll see that I believe the total, what it is that it should be the 47,958.40. We applied a 10% discount, and when we go to run the report, just a second here. These numbers do not total up properly. Even if I take out, so for instance, like freight should be down here anyways because it's a one-time charge and it's listed as a one-time charge in the system. So from what I remember you telling me, that should show up down here automatically. So with freight, it should only have been this. Like it should have never calculated a weekly fee. So with any one-time charge, there is no weekly, daily, monthly, whatever. It's just, I mean, it's a one-time charge. If you want to call it a daily, go ahead. I mean, but it should be down here. These should be all of, basically this should, I'm pretty sure this should be all of the one-time charges. From what it looks like, that's what it is. So manager, all that good stuff. One-time charge. Quantity would obviously equal the hours that they worked or whatnot, and then this price dictates this price. So this price times this should equal this. And for the most part, this part does. But so for instance, on this, even if I were to total this up, it's obviously does not total this number, which I'm also aware of the fact that we applied a 10% discount. But if we applied the 10% discount over here, like on the actual quote, then when we run the report, this is the actual report that we hand to our our clients, and so the discount should show up here, and this isn't correct because obviously the freight should not be discounted, and or so if this is a one-time fee, obviously it shouldn't be discounted. So if you total up all of this stuff, and it's in there as a one-time fee listed, like I said, as the product. If you total up all of these things, it totals up, and then with just 24,000, I think it's it comes up to like 43,000 or something. Which then I was like, does that mean that this just equation is wrong for just this piece? But it still doesn't make sense because obviously that would only make it about $1,000 difference. So, not exactly sure what's going on with the totals there. That stuff should be fine. I want to show you one other thing really quick. When we are adding a product, and there's basically two things that pop up here. So if I were to type in like dehumidifier, if I click search for more records, this happens. It gives me that exclamation point, so I can't use that. However, if I backspace and type in dehumidifier, and I click here, and I click again, and I scroll all the way down, and it says look up more records, then that works. So I'm not sure why, because obviously that's a problem, because the sales guys are going to just think that they can scroll down and click on whatever's there. And if search for more records isn't working, but look up more records is working, there's got to be some reason why that terminology doesn't work. So let's try this again. So search for more records. Maybe, hold on a second. Let's try heater. Search for more records. See, that doesn't work. But then if I click here and click look up more records, then that screen works. So those are, I guess, the biggest things. The totals, I mean, that's just something that really has to get finished ASAP. And obviously this whole thing has a problem as well. So again, we'll talk on Monday, but just wanted to give you a heads up of kind of what we're looking to discuss with you. Thanks.